Okay guys, forgot the introduction, but whatever. So I just got called out for a clog, and it's a proper manager's job, and it's a kitchen sink. So right now the Roby's down. I gotta probably gonna post a video on this, changing that cable out. So I'm pretty much screwed. So I'm just gonna take the Milwaukee out. I barely use this thing. It was my favorite. Was. Then we'll get a plunger. I got a disaster in here. Disaster. Plunger. That should be good. I don't think we're gonna get a Blue Monster. I already ran in there, and the clog is backing up. We're not even backing up, it's just sitting there. Let's see if we got a battery in this thing. That'll work. That'll work. Actually, I'll need this bucket in my bag. So I already got permission from the tenant to record. This one's going to be, hopefully it's not going to be too bad, we'll see. I'll never get my hopes up. She gave me some, what do you want to call it? Those little pads to kneel on. A nice lady. So we'll try plunging it first. I'll go from there. Get my gloves on. Does she have a stopper? That's the question. I think that's it right there. It's a weird plastic stopper. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll try it. That's garbage. I guess we'll go to plan B. We'll use a glove. Oh, cool. I just shove it in there, that'll work. Come on. No, she stopped up, dog. No movement. Beautiful. Okay. So, empty her out. Ooh. Sprinkling. We'll get the snake going. Oh, just gotta put that light on. Once again, I forgot to bring my gloves in. I'm gonna take this whole thing off. Get over there. There we go. Make sure we're on forward. Make sure we're going the right way. We're going down. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're going forward. This thing makes you lazy. This thing feeds faster than the Ryobi too. And this thing doesn't spit water like the Ryobi. Definitely heavier. It is longer. So this is 35 feet. The Ryobi is 25 feet. Yeah, it's feeding. I'm like... Currently somebody was already here too, unclogging this, and doesn't look unclogged to me. Yeah, anytime I try to, when I feed it through this stuff, I want to make sure I don't really want to nick up the edges too bad, because that's the sealing point for the tubular plastic. Ooh. You'll hear this thing binding if it starts binding. Oh, I'm all out. Okay, we'll put it in reverse. You can tell it's out because it's not really wanting to retract or go forward more. So you hear things slipping. But I do have rags in the truck, but I always use a paper towel. You shouldn't, because what's going to happen is going to get tangled up in there. fish oil. Is it fish oil? No, I gotta put snake oil on this thing. I think the easiest thing to put snake oil on is the, what do you want to call it? The sectional. This thing, you gotta take it all out. Start putting snake oil on it. You should be doing like every time. Unless you want to take it all up on the floor and just start spraying it. This Milwaukee's always sitting in water too, because it's made to drain in the bucket. And I should drain that out. Sounds close. I have never pulled roots. Well, it must have been in the main. That must have been it. And because I never pulled roots through a kitchen sink before, but yeah, I must have went through the main. Hopefully that's not in the kitchen faucet. I doubt it. I really hope not. Yeah, see how the water just sits in there? You gotta drain that out. But that's one thing better also than Ryobi, because it's made to drain. You get it all out of there so it doesn't rot. Okay. Then put this together. Hopefully we got it. Oh, that was dumb. I didn't even take a photo of me snaking this thing out. So much in a rush. I gotta go far after this job. It's like an hour away. Actually, I think it's longer than an hour. We'll just get this thing all set up. Then we'll crank on it. Doesn't sound good. Oh, really? Is that it? I think that's it. Just got a bunch of water sitting everywhere, so we'll just drain the floor. Oh, here we go, we're backing up already. It's draining, I know it is. It's gotta, because it's backed up faster than that. We'll plunge it. We'll plunge it. It's going down. Chain knocker would be good for this. Even the blue moss would be good for this too. As long as I got a slow drain. Yeah, we're gonna blue monster this. Yeehaw. Oh. I don't think I would record for that. Unreal. So I just ran Blue Monster down. Just the chips. You guys haven't seen it before. Oh man, I'm upset now because I thought this thing was recording. So I'm gonna let that sit for 5 minutes and then we'll go from there. So I gave it like 2 minutes. Good enough. So I should have more buckets of water. So I would pour that down the drain. Tornado. We'll see. Oh, she got more. I thought I dumped the bucket already. That's awesome. Keep running that. Tighten up these fittings. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. So just pull this up. And then I'll drain it. Clean this pipe off. Make sure all this stuff is tight. That'll be good enough. It's good to me. So, I just thought I'd share this. Feels really good. Feels really good. So, when I was unclogging that pipe, or before it, I talked to the tenant. I was trying to figure out who went to snake that pipe. And she told me. And then she brought me up. She's like, oh, you're the favorite around here. And I'm like, really? She's like, don't tell nobody. I think she said that. And right there, there's 2 4-unit buildings side by side. And I just told her, you know, I'm nobody special. I'm nobody special. And midway through the job, when I was going to get that Blue Monster, another tenant walked out from another unit. She's like, oh, we just had inspections, and apparently the guy didn't fix it right. Cause you're back, and I'm like, no comment. We like you because you actually fix it right the first time, so you don't have to come back. And of course, I think it gives you a really good feeling, you know? All I do is just try to do my best, and I don't really put band-aids on stuff, especially when I know it's only gonna last for 5 minutes. I just do my job, show up, and it works out nice for me. They got their own guys and they have me. I'm more expensive, so they usually put their own guys in there first, or maybe not even first always, but they try to use their own guys, which I don't blame them. If they're cheaper, they can make more money on them, so be it. So I mean, it's my own fault because I charge more, which I run my own company. I had to pay for insurance, workman's comp, all that stuff, and it adds up. So I have to charge a certain amount of money, or I'll go bankrupt. These other fly-by-night companies, they'll probably be in business for about a year or two, and when these, you know, tax time comes around, they're talking to their accountant or whoever does their taxes, or they do it themselves. Then they realize that they didn't, you know, make any money. You know, then they probably rethink on their business, and that's when they usually go out of business, I would assume. Because yes, everybody just writes off everything, and it shows that you make no money. Cool, now you don't have to pay taxes. Awesome. But at the same time, good luck trying to get a loan. So I mean, I've been doing this for like 5 years, maybe even longer now, and it sucks starting out because it looks, you know, right now I'm paying myself a mediocre salary since I'm filing as an S Corp now, because I started as an LLC, but with the LLC you have flexibility to change it. So I'm an S Corp now. When you're an S Corp, you have to pay yourself a salary, and yeah, and you're allowed to take distributions and blah blah blah, which aren't taxed. But starting out, I was barely making anything. After this, I had a better year this year, so I might be able to boost up my salary. Sometimes I even look at them like, is this even worth it? You gotta see the light at the end of the tunnel. You gotta do one thing or another. You got to start charging more. You need to start making more money. You have to do one thing or the other. Yeah, I got stuck in a little rant. So apparently in this town they just started these inspections. All the rentals in this town has to go through inspections. Not Section 8, all the rentals. I don't know if I'm really for the inspections or against them. I can see why they do inspections. I see certain things that are really suspect and totally wrong, and when I see stuff like that, I correct it or let the office know. But I mean, anytime you have more regulation, it's usually no good. But I can see why they do it. But then, you know, with these inspections now, with the landlords that are trying to do good, that aren't being the slumlords, they're getting wrapped into it. And then something that would probably be fine, or that would pass, is not passed because, you know, they're not allowing it. But that's just my 2 cents. Wrap it up.